Think every Dubai neighborhood is a smart investment? Think again. When I first started investing here, I made the classic mistake of chasing hype instead of the numbers, and it cost me. That's why today I'm sharing the 6 Dubai areas that actually deliver highest rental yields and lower risk, all backed by the latest 2025 data and real investors' results. Some of these picks might surprise you, but each one could help you invest smarter and avoid the costly mistakes I learned the hard way. Whether you focus on cash flow, long-term growth, or just want to sidestep the common traps, you are in the right place. Which areas do you think tops the list? Let's dive in. Let's be honest, in Dubai, it's easy to get caught up in the hype. Every new project promises sky-high returns, but not all of them deliver. So how do you separate real opportunities from marketing spin? Here's my checklist built from years of seeing what actually works. First, I only look at areas where you can see real numbers. Proven rental yields from properties people are actually living in, not just glossy brochures. But if you are tempted by off-plan, I get it. That's why I only consider areas where the developer's reputation is rock solid, because a trusted name means your investment is more likely to become a finished in-demand home. Next, I want to see life outside your front door. Metro access, schools, parks, and cafes. These are what keeps tenants happy and prices rising year after year. And finally, I check the growth story. If prices have survived the market's ups and downs and are still trending up, that's a green flag. So whether you're after instant rental income or aiming for long-term growth, these are the filters that separate the real deals from the rest. If a neighborhood did not pass every test, it's not on my list. Ready to see which areas made the cut? Let's start with Jumeirah Village Circle, or JVC. This area constantly stands out for investors because it offers one of the highest rent-to-value ratio in Dubai. Thanks to its location, just 20 minutes from both Dubai Marina and downtown, JVC attracts a steady stream of tenants, especially expats who want city access without paying city center prices. Here's what makes JVC special. The average studio rents for around 13,300 a year, while the minimum sale price for a studio is about 185,000. That's a rent-to-price ratio of roughly 7%, well above Dubai's average of 5.5%. Of course, there are outliers. Take Oxford 212, a low-rise by Aman developers. Investors who bought here in 2021 are getting up to double the average rental return in the area, 11% for a studio and 14% for a one-bedroom, thanks to high-quality build, smart layout, and unique amenities like rooftop, pools, and cinema. Beyond the numbers, JVC has more than 20 parks, a mall, grocery stores, schools, and nearly complete road infrastructure. The area sees a 36% price increase since 2020. And with more expats moving in and developers raising the bar on quality, I see JVC's growth story continuing. There are even talks of future metro line, which could be a game changer if it happens. Bottom line, if you want a proven area for rental income and long-term upside, JVC is hard to beat. Now let's talk about Arjun, JVC's neighbor and one of Dubai's fastest growing investment spots for 2025. This is a district built for convenience. Low to mid-rise buildings, less traffic, and a community vibe that's attracting young professionals and families. Here's the data. Studios in Arjun are now average 109,000 to 164,000, with annual rental typically 7,000 to 9,500. That puts gross yield between 6.4 and 7.6%, right in line with top performing areas in Dubai. One-bedroom units average $164,000 to $245,000, ranging from $9,500 to $13,600. What sets Arjun apart? First, it's strategically located off Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, so you're 15 minutes away from downtown and the marina. Second, the area low-rise profile means less congestion and faster construction. Most new buildings are ready just about 2 years. Third, developers like Tabir and Danubi are adding value with smart home features and rooftop amenities, all at a lower entry price than JVC. Arjun sees 34% price growth since 2020, and with new infrastructure and attractions like Dubai Miracle Garden and Butterfly Garden nearby, demand keep rising. Just remember, as with all new areas, check the developer's track record and factor in service charges to get a true sense of your net yield. Bottom line, Arjun is a smart choice for investors who want affordable entry, strong rental demand, and room for appreciation. Dubai Creek Harbor. is where you see what happens when a single top developer MR calls the shots. Here, every building is MR's build, so you don't get a wild price swing you see in mixed developer areas. Instead, you get a steady, almost engineered appreciation. Here's how it works. MR releases each new tower at a higher price than the last. And because there's no competition in the area, early buyers see their property value rise almost by design. For example, Creek Residences launched in 2020 with 1 bedrooms at $272,000. Today, those same units go for $490,000, an 80% gain in just a few years. 2 bedrooms jumps from $419,000 to $789,000 in the same period. But it's not just about numbers. The community is already buzzing. We've got a long marina promenade, top-notch supermarkets, a restaurant, a medical center, and even a pet clinic. Residents enjoy stunning downtown views and natural waterfront with flamingos on the far side of the creek. And this is just the beginning. The next few years will bring a massive mall, a metro station, and Dubai Creek Tower, planned to be the tallest in the world. As these projects finish, demand and prices are only set to climb. If you want a high-end area with controlled supply, world-class amenities, and proven appreciation model, Dubai Creek Harbor is hard to beat. Next up, Dubai Hills isn't just another luxury community, it's a city within a city, and one of the greenest places in Dubai. Over 70% of the area is dedicated to parks, gardens, and open spaces, which is rare for the city. The growth here has been phenomenal. Since 2020, average prices per square foot have jumped 116%, and some of the golf course villas have more than doubled in value. For example, 3 and 4 bedroom homes are sold for $900,000 to $1.1 million 5 years ago and are now going for $2.2 and $3.2 million. And if you want something truly exclusive, there are mansions here that fetch $30 million and more. But it's not just about capital gains. Dubai Hills is a magnet for families and long-term residents. Thanks to its massive park, top schools, a major hospital, and Dubai Hills Mall, all within minutes. Rental demand is rock solid, with 4-bedroom villa leasing for $122,000 a year and occupancy rate above 94%. If you want a property that is appealing to live as it's to invest in, Dubai Hills is a proven winner. And with new phases launching soon, there's still room for growth if you get in early. If you're looking for big upside and are comfortable with the longer timelines, the Oasis by MR is worth a look. This massive project is still in its early phases, but with MR's track record, it's drawing attention from forward-thinking investors. The vision: over 100 million square feet of green, sustainable living, man-made lagoons, and a 1.5 million square feet retail district. Villas start at $2.5 million and can go up to $5.5 million for the most exclusive properties. MR is investing around $20 billion to turn this desert site into a self-sustaining city. Why consider it? Early investors in MR's previous mega projects like Dubai Hills and Palm Jumeirah saw returns of 200 to 500% over a decade. If Oasis follows a similar path, the real potential for 40% plus appreciation by 2030. But to be clear, this is a long-term, high-risk play. The community is still under construction and it will take years before it's fully established. However, if you're patient, have high risk tolerance, and want to get in at the ground floor of what could be Dubai's next landmark, the Oasis is a strategic bet. But it's not for everyone, and you should always do your due diligence before committing. For investors who want beachfront growth potential without Palm Jumeirah prices, Dubai Islands is the one to watch. This government-backed mega project is creating 21 kilometers of coastline, 86 hotels, and 9 marinas, all designed to drive tourism and rental demand. Entry prices are super attractive. Studios and projects like Beach Walk by Miraz start at $142,000, with handovers expected in 2026. Projected yields are up to 9% once the area matures. And with developers' strong track record, early buyers could see appreciation of 35 to 40% by 2028. What's the catch? As with an early stage area, not every project will deliver. Stick with established developers like Nakheel or Miraz and be realistic about timelines. Some amenities and infrastructure are still in progress. But if you want a shot at Palm-style returns and a lower entry point, Dubai Islands is a compelling, forward-looking play. So after all these numbers and neighborhood tours, what's the real takeaway? Dubai isn't one size fits all market. The best areas for you depends on your strategy, your budget, and how much risk you're willing to take. So if you want proven rental income and steady demand, places like JVC and Arjun are hard to beat. Prefer capital appreciation and more high-end lifestyle? Of course, Dubai Creek Harbor and Dubai Hills have the track record and the amenities. If you're a long-term patient investor looking for outsized return, the Oasis and Dubai Island offers early entry into what could be Dubai's next big story, but they come with more certainty and require you to choose your developer carefully. The key is to match your investment style to the area. Are you after cash flow now, or you're willing to wait for bigger gains down the line? Do you want to move in a ready community, or you're comfortable with a bit of construction dust for the chance of higher rewards? No matter your answer, the opportunities are real, but so are the risks if you don't do your homework. Stick with proven locations, reputable developers, and always run the numbers for your own situation. That's how you invest smarter in Dubai and avoid the costly mistakes I made when I started out. If you want to dive deeper, you are invited to my free weekly investor webinar. Every week, I break down the latest market trends, walk through real case studies, and answer your questions live. It's a chance to get direct access to my experience and see how serious investors approach Dubai property. With no sales pitch, just practical guidelines. You'll find the registration link below, and I hope to see you there.